Hi guys, so in this video let's talk about why people who have had near-death experiences most of the time do not want to come back here, right? Which is you died, why wouldn't you want to come back here, right? So let's get into it, and what do people who actually been to the other side have to say about this, right? So when, and me speaking, right, this kind of from all this knowledge and wisdom by, kind of listening and studying and comparing and meditating on near-death experience, and at this point probably, I don't want to say, but hundreds or thousands maybe, right? Because it's something I was pulled towards, right? It was like a pulling to know the truth, and that's why, I studied these. So why would they not want to come back here, right? Well, the number one thing is when they're out of the body, right, and they're transitioning on the other side to the other reality, frequency, whatever you want to call it, right? They start to remember who they are, right? Who they are in the grand scheme, and they start to not acquire, let me rephrase, they start to remember, right, the purpose behind everything, right? So they start to remember who they really are. They start to remember the purpose, why they came here on earth, right? To play this human, right? To play, like they say, you're not a human having spiritual experiences. Sometimes you're a spiritual being having a human experience, right? So once they're on the other side, out of the body, they start to remember the whole picture. They can see it, the whole picture, right? Most of them, sometimes people have, small kids or, a husband, wife, and they want to come back to help them, but that's very rare. Now think about it, like how to us logical, using your logical mind, your ego mind, your thinking mind, how could you not want to come back to your kids and a loved one, right? But when they're on the other side, like I said, they remember who they are and they remember why they came here and they see the big picture. So oftentimes they will know that whatever, let's say they're leaving kids behind or a husband or a wife behind, they know they will be fine. They see how everything plays a role and how it all intertwines and how it's perfectly shaped, molded for whatever experience and whatever soul's growth, it was meant for, right? So they know time, for instance, doesn't work the same way as it works here, right? Everything is now. We know the concept, but it's very hard for us to understand here, right? Because we see like a linear progression of time and we experience in that way, right? But on the other side, it doesn't work that way, right? So our life may be like this, right? A lot of people who have these profound experiences are in a coma or not even in a coma, maybe are in an accident, and they have this profound experience where it seems like they lived 1,000 lifetimes, maybe 1,000 years, and here it was just like this, like a minute, few minutes, maybe in the instance of a coma it was a few days, right? But it's still not the same. So they know, one, the time is going to go by like this. So your experience here, right, or your kids or your husband or your loved ones is going to go by like this. And now two, they know the whole big picture. They know what's going to happen to you. They know if you're going to be okay, not okay, if you're going to get through it, if it was designed for you to experience certain, maybe it was experience for your loved ones to experience you passing away, right? So they know all of this. Like they see the intricate design of their life and everybody else's life. Therefore, they don't have to worry, right? Or, well, there's no worry on the other side, right? Because that's a human feeling, human trait, right? So like I said, they know time doesn't work the same way and they see the big picture. And that is those two reasons are, well, let me throw in a third one. It is absolutely beautiful on the other side, right? you know, just the love, the unconditional love, the experience, the beauty, right? The truth of who you really are as a spiritual being, right? Is so profound and so wonderful, right? So that's number 3. In conjunction with those 2 points I made earlier, most of the time, they do not want to come back here, right? And it's so hard for us to fathom. Those of you guys who have kids, think about, they're the most important thing in the world to you, right? That you would do anything for them, and I mean anything, right? How could you not want to come back to be a part of their life? It's so hard for us to fathom that and understand that, but please understand that you're doing it with your limited mind here, your limited understanding while you're in the body, right? So you don't have the same knowledge and wisdom, right, of the overall picture, right? So you can never comprehend that, because this is what they report. Even though, let's say, somebody had little kids, they were like, no, I know they're going to be good. I know how it's going to turn out. I'm good here. I want to stay here. I mean, how can that be, right? So I hope this was some insight into why most people, some people do, but why most don't want to come back here, right? And also, it's very hard here. It's very dense here. The energy, the experience, the sometimes, you know, experiences of life and other people, right? It's very hard. It's very tumultuous. It's very challenging, to say the least, right? So all of those aspects is why people who went to the other side do not want to come back here, okay? So please subscribe, like, share, maybe make a comment. Maybe you had an NDE, put it in the comments, what happened to you, what you think of this video, right? Maybe put what you want me to talk about next in relation to NDEs or anything else, because I don't only, you know, I'm going to cover a bunch of NDEs and wisdom nuggets from those, but not, you know, obviously entirely. That's going to be my platform. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.